Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's Dyson here. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about the PlayStation Plus game catalog for November 2024. Just going to kind of list them off here and then give my overall rating for the entire month and also just the game catalog games separately from the PlayStation Plus monthly games of like how good of a lineup it is. First we have the PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium games, and then we'll do the PlayStation Premium only games after this list, and I'll say when that list is starting. So first one up is Grand Theft Auto 5, which we all know what this one is. It's Grand Theft Auto, open world, go around and do all kinds of crazy stuff, and then of course GTA Online is a part of that. This is the PS4 and PS5 version we're getting. And honestly, it's a very good startup for the lineup because, 6 is going to eventually come out, and 5 is a great game. It's a phenomenal game. I already own it, of course, and a whole bunch of people already own it, but if for some reason someone doesn't and they want to give it a shot and they have extra or premium tiers of subscription with PlayStation Plus, hey, now you can play it with that friend who for some reason doesn't own the game yet. Oh, and before I forget, these games are all releasing on November 19th. That's when they'll be available to play. So at the time of this recording, next Tuesday, that's when you can play all the games I'm about to list off and talk about. And up next is another just great one. It's kind of a banger of a month for these game catalog games, and that is Dying Light 2 Stay Human for the PS4 and PS5. I've played this a lot with my brother. It's a very awesome game. I love it a lot. The original Dying Light I didn't really play a lot of. I just remember watching my brother play it sometimes when I'd walk by his room and stuff like that. Sometimes I'd get stuck watching it. But yeah, zombie survival, some parkour game stuff in there, upgrading your character and your weapons. Typical survival zombie game almost, but with the parkour aspect and some other things like nighttime is very scary in the Dying Light games. Especially 2, because it's the only one I can play, so it's the only reference I have for how scary each one is. But 2 is a phenomenal game, so hell yeah. And next we have Like a Dragon Ishin, which I have heard great things about this game. I've never played it. I watched a trailer for all these games that are on this list of the games I've never played, and it looks great. I can't believe I'll probably try it now that it's going to be here on this list, so cannot wait to finally give it a try. And I guess it's part of the Yakuza universe and series, so that right away makes me be like, ooh, that's interesting, but I'd like to go back and play a bunch of the Yakuza games and not start this one right away, but from what I saw, I just kind of want to go ahead and give it a go. Up next is MotoGP 24 for the PS4 and PS5, which seems to be a motorcycle racing game. I'm not big into racing games or anything like that, so can't say I'm super excited for it, but if people know what MotoGP is and like these kind of racing games, then heck yeah, go for it. But this is probably the only one on the list I'm not really gonna try. Or no, there's some others I'm trying to. There's definitely some others later. I think it's the one right under this one is one of the things I'm not going to try. But this one, I'm just probably not going to try because I'm not a big racing game guy. Okay, I was right. Yeah, this next one I'm also not probably going to try because it's The Sims 4 Island Living. The add-on only, just the add-on. But I think The Sims 4 is free, so maybe that's why. But this is the PS4 version. DLC of The Sims 4. I don't care. I'm not a Sims guy. I don't play The Sims. I have played The Sims before. I just don't really play it anymore. I play it like at one of my great grandma's houses when I'd go over there because it was like one of the only games she had on her PC, so I would play it and it was a good time. It just wasn't my jam. It was the game I played when I was there. And up next after that one is Digimon Survive for the PS4. I'm also not the biggest Digimon guy, but I have a couple friends who grew up on it and really like Digimon, and I have played the card game a little bit, but I've never watched any Digimon or played any Digimon video game or anything like that. But this one I'll give a shot if I just really want to play a Digimon game, I guess. So this one I'm not counting out of it as a game I will or will not try. So yeah, if you're a big Digimon fan, you don't have Digimon Survive, here you go. Here it is. You can play it. But I'm sure my Digimon friends who own a PlayStation are actually pretty excited because I've never heard them talk about this one, so maybe they don't know it exists, or maybe they don't want to play it. I don't know, but now they can. So yay. And next we have Overcooked, All You Can Eat for the PS4 and PS5. I mean, this one I'll play because Overcooked has always looked like a fun game to play. I've never played it myself, but I know I have some friends who have played it. I was actually at a shindig where we were celebrating a buddy of mine's birthday, and they were playing a game that was like Overcooked, but not Overcooked, and it looked like they were having a blast. I was too busy playing Black Ops 6 because it was the day that released, so I was playing zombies. And I was playing zombies with some of the other people, like Black Ops 3 zombies. And then I was also playing Soul Calibur, one of the Soul Caliburs, forget which one. But it was a good time. 6 maybe? Soul Calibur 6? Yeah. But yeah, it looked really fun, and I've seen a lot of Overcooked gameplay on the internet already, and it always looks like a blast, so I'm sure I'll get some people to play it with and give it a try at some point. And next is Stick Fight, the game for PS4. This game's incredible. I've played this one quite a bit with my brother, and it's just a very fun arcadey style beat 'em up, shoot 'em up, but you're fighting each other. There's not like NPCs or anything like that. You're literally just fighting the other person, and my brother and I would just go at it for hours straight in this game whenever we would play it, because we play other games, but sometimes for just whatever reason we'd be like, let's play Stick Fight, and it was a great way to kill time, and it's very good. If you've never tried Stick Fight, give it a go. Up next is a game I've never heard of before, and that is Clash Artifacts of Chaos for the PS4 and PS5. It looks intriguing, the cover art does. It's, from what I can tell, there's some fighting and stuff going on with it. I didn't really fully watch the trailer. I watched a little bit of gameplay, like maybe 5-10 minutes. And it looks interesting. I mean, this summary that I just read makes me think it's not a terrible game or anything like that, but not really on my radar. But I might give it a try. I don't see why not. It's just I've never heard of it before, and usually I at least hear of games. But yeah, this one I just apparently never on my radar. Up next is a game I have heard of before, Killer Frequency for the PS4 and PS5. It is like a horror comedy, and you have to like solve puzzles to save callers who are like calling into like this radio station from being hunted down by a mysterious killer. It it is pretty funny from any like gameplay I've seen or heard anything. There's some pretty funny stuff. It is definitely a horror comedy and definitely worth a try if you want to do that, because like I said, it's puzzles. There's puzzles in the game, and I got to be in the right mood for puzzles. But if I'm in the right mood for puzzles, then I like a good puzzle game. And then adding horror onto the mix, like you're actually trying to save someone, actually sounds pretty good. And then the comedy aspect of the game is actually decent. So yeah, give Killer Frequency a try. Up next is Hungry Shark World for the PS4, where you're a shark, and your goal is to spread terror on the beach, which I got from the summary here. So you're fighting people and machines and robots and other monsters. You're exploring like tropical islands and sunken temples, big old cities like frozen tundras and stuff like that. It actually looked pretty insane whenever I was looking up gameplay of it. But this one I don't know. This one I'm so on. Maybe I'll try it. Maybe I won't. I don't know. But if a goofy shark game where you're fighting stuff and exploring and things like that sounds up your alley, then hey, here you go. And next we have Chivalry 2, which is a great game. I have played this game a good amount, and it's very fun. I remember watching one of my former coworkers play this one time because it was just super dead at work for like a few days, and he was just like, screw it. And it was a cool enough place where he just brought in his Xbox, and we watched him play this, and it was awesome. It was awesome enough that me and a brother of mine bought it and we played it together at home for a good amount of time. And it's a great game. It's definitely worth getting into and playing. Every game from here on is for PlayStation Plus Premium subscribers only. So if you're only an extra subscriber, sorry, you won't be able to try these games out or play them or anything like that through the game catalog and stuff like that. But if you're a premium member, then you're good to go. And first up for premium only subscriber games is Synapse for the PlayStation VR 2. So, a shooter game that's VR, pretty much the only thing that I will say, because I'm just not into VR games. So if you're into VR games, the gameplay did look pretty good, especially for a VR game. And I don't usually like VR games, so I was like, oh, this one looks fun. Kind of like Beat Saber always looked really cool to me. I just can't really get into VR. And in VR chat, clips are always funny. So Synapse looks really good. If you like VR, I'd say give it a try. Next is a game I hadn't heard of or heard anything about in a long time. Is Blood Omen Legacy of Kain for the PS4 and PS5. Blood Omen is goth fantasy or gothic fantasy like franchise. It's pretty dang good, is all I can say. I remember playing the second one, which is on this list. Legacy of Kain, I don't ever remember playing, but I've definitely seen a family member of mine play it when I was younger. And I remember thinking it was awesome, watching them, and that's why I gave the next one a try, Blood Omen 2, which is the next game I'll talk about. Of course, also a good game. I didn't really play this one a lot. I just actually had a chance to play it. Again, watch same, probably uncles play this game. This is PS4 and PS5 also. And yeah, Blood Omen 2. Good game. Blood Omen Legacy of Kain, also a good game. Definitely worth giving a try if you've never played them before. And, you know, if you like classic games and want to go back and play them, then definitely go back and play them. I'm probably going to at least try Legacy of Kain since I've never played it before. And then if I like it enough, I'll probably want to actually play through and beat it. And then if I do that, I'm probably going to play Blood Omen 2. So, yeah. Up next, we're getting into the last two that are so awesome. So, it is Resistance Fall of Man, which was a PS3 first-person shooter from Insomniac Games. This came out in 2006. So humanity's they're getting annihilated by some aliens. So it's like World War II times, or shortly after World War II times. You play a character named Nathan Hale, and you just it's so good. Resistance Fall of Man is incredible. And being made by Insomniac Games, they're like my favorite developers of all time because of Ratchet and Clank. But then Resistance was also great. I was just like, oh man, I love Resistance. It's so good. I loved that they pulled off such an incredible first-person shooter series, especially like story-wise. And this first one, I played through the story multiple times. I replayed it. I loved it so much. It was a great game. So if you've never tried Resistance Fall of Man, freaking give it a go. It is so good. You guys need to try it out. I can't recommend it enough. And last but not least is Resistance 2. Also a PS3 game, but it came out in 2008. Continuation, of course, of Fall of Man. This one, Nathan Hale is infected a little bit with the Chimera virus, so he's slowly changing into one of the Chimera aliens, which means that you don't have to worry about health packs and stuff like that like you did in the first game. You just regenerate health if you don't get shot to death, pretty much. So you can, just take cover energy and health, which is pretty great. And, there's some other bonus stuff, some mechanical changes in the game that are explained by the whole Chimera DNA virus and all that fun stuff. The bosses are great. Then there's new weapons. Of course, both Resistance Fall of Man and Resistance 2 have the weapon wheel like the Ratchet and Clank games do, because, Insomniac. And of course, they went on to make the Spider-Man games, and they even have a weapon wheel in that for all your Spider-Man, your web shooter gadgets and stuff like that. The thing about Resistance 2 that I haven't talked about yet, because the story's incredible, all that good stuff. There was a multiplayer in this. There was a PvP, and there was a PvE mode. So you could get like a few people together. I forget how many people, 8 maybe? 8 to 12, maybe it was 16, I don't remember. I think it was at least 8. I know that. At least I think it was. It's been so long since I played, I don't remember. Because I don't feel like 4 was the least. I feel like it was 8, 8 maybe more. You could get together, there was classes, there was a Healy class, there was, assault class, there was multiple different classes. And I remember the Healy class had a beam that did unlimited ammo. If you shot a teammate with it, you healed them. If you shot enemies with it, you were slowly draining life from them. It wasn't a very strong weapon, but hey, you had unlimited ammo and you could still help kill things. And then, of course, you were trying to heal your teammates and keep everybody alive. Fantastic. This PvE mode was so good. I kind of hope that enough people are playing it when this comes here. More people are on it and I can give it another go. And then the PvP, of course, was fun. I don't remember if Resistance Fall of Man, the first one, had any kind of PvP or PvE online or anything like that. Resistance 2 definitely did. Both were phenomenal. Resistance 2 is just such an incredible game. And that's why I'm going to get into the ranking of this month's games now. And games like Resistance 2 and Resistance Fall of Man, Dying Light, Grand Theft Auto, Chivalry 2, some other games on here really are bumping up the score of this. None of the games are really bringing the score down. They're just kind of not doing anything for me. But these other games are bringing it up. It's probably going to be the highest rating I've ever given to overall monthly catalog games or anything like that. I'm going to give this month's list of games for the catalog a 9 out of 10. Awesome. Could have been better with some of the other games, but still awesome. A lot of them are really good and worth trying out. And if I put together the monthly games along with the catalog games for the month of November, I'd give November a solid 8. So there we have it. If you guys enjoy this video, like, comment, subscribe, tell me what game you guys are most excited to try out from this or replay if it's a game that you want to retry and all that good stuff. For me, it's going to be Resistance 2. Super hyped. I'm so ready. I just I love that game so much. And again, thanks for watching. Toodaloo.